What is up, YouTube? It is G back here with the Daily Bulgers. Took a little break over the weekend, but we are back and we're back starting hot with a new series. It's going to be an FM24 Football Manager series. And I asked Ben what team I should use to start this one out, and he said that I should use Luton Town in the Premier League. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. They have limited resources and such, but I should probably give you guys a background for FM. If you guys don't know what FM24 is, Football Manager, it's this game where you manage a soccer team, and it's really in depth. There's a whole bunch of stuff you guys will see in this video and in future episodes as well. But it's super in depth. It's super engaging, and we're gonna try to bring a small club like Luton Town to glory in the Champions League and in the Premier League. Try to win them some titles, some trophies. It should be a fun ride. And this game's really fun. I mean, I don't think it's really popular around here in the United States, but I wanted to give it a try. I have played a little bit before, so I know how the game works, and I'm not that bad at it, but I'm also not very good at it. So we'll see how I do. It's a challenge with Luton Town, but yeah, just setting it up here, getting it going. Made my guy Gerald Jones, and so we'll have to take a look at the team here first. All right, so we got some contracts. We got some extensions to add, some guys that we need to make decisions on. Joe Johnson has good potential. We want to keep him around. Guys like Alan Campbell and Alfie Dowdy, those guys are not terrible players. They're probably good squad players, good depth players. We want to try and keep those guys around because we don't have a lot of money, and we want to try to maintain the guys we have, so we don't have to spend big and sell off other guys that we probably don't want to yet, at least until we can get more established in the Premier League and avoid relegation to the Championship. But here we got to offer Doughty a contract. He doesn't have any extension clause in his contract. He wants squad player. We can agree to that. I mean, he's good enough to be a backup for our team for sure. He wants about $1.88 million a year. Sorry. He wants a loyalty bonus and a whole bunch of other stuff like appearance fees, shutout bonus, unused substitute fee. As you can see here, though, we only have 2.4 million in our transfer budget. We're spending about 59 million on payroll. It looks like. We do have a payroll budget of about 2.25 million. So this would kind of put us towards our limit. We probably want to try and bring this down a little bit because he's not a great player. Like, I don't think he's really worth this much. So we're going to just try to chop down some stuff like loyalty bonus, agent fee, because I'm not paying the agent that much. I mean, like, look, dude, if you're going to be greedy, but bring down salary, remove some of this other stuff like yearly salary raise. I don't want that in there, quite frankly. You don't want it in there because, like, that salary's going to keep jumping, and if they don't get any better, you're paying more for the same player. And he agrees to the contract, so that's good. So we were able to chop it down a bit, save some money, and any dollars we can save here with this team is really important because they really don't have much. So that's good. We got him signed up. So just looking through the squad here a bit, I can see we've got probably a bit of deadwood. Our squad is pretty large. I'd say maybe about average, but we're not playing the European football, so it's not like we need a lot of European soccer. We don't need a lot of um, depth on this team, really. But guys like Adebayo, those guys are going to be more prominent features in our team, even though they're not great. Like, they're decent depth pieces on most Premier League teams, but they're probably going to be, at least rotating starters on our team, which, we're going to have to get the most out of them if we want to survive in the Premier League. But a guy like Ross Barkley, who a former Chelsea player, I mean, he's really solid. He's had a really good year in real life so far for Luton, and he's helping them stay at the close in a relegation battle, not fall behind. So it looks like Joe Johnson and Alan Campbell have their contract extensions there. Got some set piece work to do, but I'll probably catch you guys at the beginning of our first friendly against Bedford, which is a non-league side, so semi-professional team. All right, so this is what I've decided to go with for the first friendly. A cautious 4-2-3-1 wide. We have a defensive midfielder and an attacking midfielder. We have Adebayo at the top, Doughty, Barkley, Townsend, Nakamba, that guy's name, Luego, whatever, Giles Burke, Lockyer, Gabor at the back, and Kaminsky in net. I mean, to be honest, it really shouldn't matter who's out there for us. We should absolutely destroy this team because there's so many. Like, this is like a semi-professional team. Like, this is not a good team. They are. We should win by a lot. As we see a highlight here. Looks like Bedford have the ball. They're playing it back. Hopefully we don't concede here because that'd be embarrassing to concede to this team, especially in the first minute. But we do win it back. Nakamba on the ball. Gives it up to Adebayo. Adebayo loses. Okay. Great. So their goalie plays it out of the back. Not really to anyone in particular, though. We're going to win it right back with Giles. Sambi plays up to Kabore, who's looking down the right side. Finds Townsend, who crosses it in, and Adebayo's header goes into the back corner. The keeper had no chance, and we go up 1-0 on Bedford Town. All right, another highlight here quickly in the 5th minute. We have Giles bringing it up the left side. He sends a quick cross in. Adebayo's header goes just over the bar. We're inching closer to another goal. All right, and we have another highlight here. Still within 10 minutes. Giles has it again. He plays it over the top to Dowdy. Dowdy's got space on the left side. Loses the ball, but he's going to win it back. And Adebayo gets his second of the game, his second header goal of the game as well. He is on point in this one. It's a great start for us, just the way I wanted to start. So we've just scored again, and this game is going even better than I imagined. We are thrashing them, as we should, but it's great to see the boys getting the job done, and we are up we just scored our 6th goal, and we're still in the first half. As you can see, the match stats, I mean, we are dominating. Again, as we should. This team we're playing is very bad in comparison, but again, it's good to see the boys doing what they should be doing. So we're here at halftime. Might make some changes. We'll see how the boys are doing. Everyone's having a good game, really, other than Lockyer, honestly. But even then, I mean, everyone's dominating. So start of the second half coming up here. I decided to make a host of changes. You can see them at the bottom of the screen there. Again, this is a friendly. It's against a really bad team. I want to make sure those rotation players on our team are getting some game time and some match sharpness before the Premier League fixtures start coming in, because those games are going to be, I have a feeling those games are going to be much harder to even be competitive in, because the step up in competition is just astronomical. Quick highlight here, though, not long after the whistle to start off the second half, we have Chong, who plays up to Morris. We brought in for Adebayo, and he finds space, and he fights through the defense, and Carlton Morris makes it 7-0 Luton. Yeah, this is just a dominating performance. Super proud of the lads. Let's keep it rolling. Here we go. This is likely the final highlight of the game. Townsend's got the ball and somehow gets to Morris, who has a tap in, and we have done it in the 92nd minute. 10-0. We have put up a 2-digit score up on Bedford Town. Again, maybe it's not really that impressive because they're not good, but I mean, we utterly destroyed them, which is what I was looking for. Everyone played well. The backups played well. The reserves played well. The starters played well. And the match stats back that as well. I mean, we utterly thrashed them. So, I mean, we'll see who we play in the second friendly, but I guess that's a good tune-up game. I mean, I don't know who scheduled that. We probably paid them a bunch of money to play them, but we don't have a lot of money, so hopefully we didn't. All right, quick contract update here. Looks like Alfie Dowdy has agreed to a 4-year extension, so that's going to be really helpful for us. Gives us some depth, and allows us to stay on the cheaper side. Here we go. Got a recruitment update now. We're looking at the scouts sent in some players who he thinks would be good signings for the club. We have the best signing it's saying is a 4-star goalkeeper who is 37 years old. Now, don't get me wrong, he would be better than the keeper we have now, at least by a bit. But, I mean, he is cheap, but he's also 37. And I kind of want to get some young guys into the team. We have a couple other options here. 34-year-old goalkeeper, not worth it. The 40-year-old goalkeeper really wants to sign a really old goalie for some reason. But hopefully the scout comes in with some younger guys. But considering that our transfer budget's only $2.5 million, I do want to look at guys who I don't see long term at the club and see if we can't, get a little bit of money for them so that we can improve the club maybe this year or next year, just get a larger transfer budget than 2.5 million because again we're not doing anything with 2.5 million that's going to significantly improve a Premier League side other than maybe a really lucky like free agent signing or something. So we got Dan Potts here. It says that his transfer value is 1.6 million. We're just going to set the bar a little bit higher and see who comes in for him. Throw him at like 2.5 million. That sounds good. Again, I'm just setting it high to see if anybody is willing to pay that much for someone like Dan Potts. You shouldn't be, but you never know. So it doesn't hurt to try because they can just lowball it and I can just negotiate. Here we got Impanzu, who does feature in the squad a little bit more, but again, I don't see him long term at the club. I don't want to re-sign him. He doesn't have a ton of potential. Let's just set his transfer value at 7.5 million there. See what kind of bids come in for him. These other guys we have here are guys who are on shorter term deals. Some of these guys are injured. And these youngsters, like, I'm not going to get much of anything for them. I might as well send them out on loan, play them in the reserves, the under 21s, and find some playing time for them. But, yeah, I mean, it's kind of looking a bit limited here. There's Andrew Townsend, but he is definitely a guy I want to try and keep around a little bit. But what about a guy like Gabriel Osho? He's got decent transfer value, and I don't really see a future for him at the club. I'd love to get someone young in with more potential than him. He's already 24 years old. Let's set his value at 8 million. See what comes in for him. You never know. It's worth a try, especially since we have, no money. But I'll catch you guys in the next friend. All right, so made a couple adjustments to the starting 11, just get some rotation in, get some other guys some game time against a slightly better side in SC Heerenveen from the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. They're definitely going to be better than the team we played, but I think we should still win this. We're a Premier League side, albeit a relegation candidate. I still think we should win this. I mean, if we don't, it's whatever. We're cycling players through, just seeing what the lads are capable of. We got a quick highlight here within 10 minutes. Let's see if we can't get an early lead going here. And there it is. Carlton Morris, who we put on instead of Adebayo for this one, rewards that faith as Ross Barkley plays in a great ball to him at the far post, and we are up 1-0 early on. Our games become a little bit more cagey here, but Heerenveen have a corner. Okay, it's quickly covered by Kaminsky, but they're pointing to the spot, and Heerenveen are going to get a penalty shot here. And he sends Kaminsky the wrong way, and it is now 1-1. Well, that's just great. Drawing with an Eredivisie side is not a good look for a team that's trying to prove that they belong in the Premier League. So hopefully we can turn it around in the second half. I mean, we have a chance here right at the end of the first half. Barkley playing it in, and the header goes just over the bar. Yeah, it's probably going to do it for this first half here. Yep, there it is. I mean, we are playing as the better side. The shots are 13-1. They have one shot attempted, one on target, and one goal, which is the penalty shot, which is quite annoying. I might make some changes here, bringing guys like I don't know. We don't have like any defensive depth. I mean, Anderson is a half-start wingback. That is not going to cut it. Not even against an Eredivisie side. Maybe it would cut it against Bedford Town, but we're not playing Bedford Town. So, gonna swap some guys around here, and I'll catch you in the second half. So, unfortunately, some of our footage got corrupted, but we ended up drawing Heerenveen 3-3, and our next friendly is against Bayer Leverkusen, the current real-life league leaders, undefeated league leaders in the Bundesliga. So after that draw, I did not have high hopes for this game. But after Chong's great individual effort there to get a goal, we are up 2-0. And Leverkusen have done absolutely nothing offensively, and our counterattacking play has been excellent. Our defending has been even better, and we are up 2-0 with a chance to score again from this set piece. we're making a statement here. This is what we needed after that draw. Ball's played in, cleared out, but only as far as Burke. Burke's going to play it in. Sambi over to Barkley. Barkley's got space. Not the greatest shot, and it's over the bar. But we're still playing well, so I can't complain. All right, so we made a couple changes. We're late in the game now. We just got to see this one out. Leverkusen do have the ball. I'd love to maintain a clean sheet against such a good team like Leverkusen. But it's going to be tough when they got guys like Grimaldo and Frimpong. As Grimaldo gets the ball, plays it to Dortch in the middle. Ball's played back. Hoffman's got it. He's looking, passes it back. Ball's played up. They're pushing down the left side now. Veerts over to Grimaldo. Grimaldo looking for a way in. Shong pressing him hard. Ball's played into the middle, though. Dorsch finds Frimpong, and his shot goes just over the bar. Agonizing for Leverkusen. But Ross Barkley looks tired here. We're going to put a sub in for the last couple of minutes, and there it is. Full time. A 2-0 victory over Leverkusen. I cannot be prouder of the lads for getting such a great result against such a great team. Gives me some hope, And look at that. Luton to merge with unlikely victory. That is an understatement. We played so well, and I hope the lads can continue the good form. Quick update here in between getting ready for the Premier League season. We've received a takeover approach, which means that if this were to happen, we'd likely get a massive increase in the amount of money we have as a club and the amount of money that we have available to spend on transfer. So this would be massive, and it would help us have a better chance to survive in the Premier League. But as I was looking at our roster a little bit more, I decided that I want to change tactics from that 4-2-3-1 to more of what I like to play, which is a gegenpress. So, it looks like it works well with the team. So I want to try it out. We have some tough fixtures coming up, though. We have Man City and then Liverpool, and then I'll probably end the episode there. But, when we got Tottenham in the Carabao Cup draw, which is another tough draw, but yeah, so I'll catch you guys after I get done messing around with the tactics and we get into the game against Man City to start off the league season. All right, finished messing around with the tactic. Got a gegenpress going. Here we go. We got Luton against Man City. Tried to put the best team out there, and I'm telling the lads to play much more defensive than I typically would since we're playing such a potent team, and Carlton Morris is already injured, so we can bring on Adebayo, but it's not ideal. I wanted him to be more fresh, to bring him in around that 60-minute mark, especially early on in the season when fitness may not be at the greatest level, not at mid-season form. But we've done well to hold off Man City so far, but here in the 27th, Kovacic on the ball. He plays into Ruben Diaz, and his shot goes just over the bar, but Man City are threatening. Another highlight for Man City in quick succession here. The cross is punched away by Kaminsky, but only as far as Kovacic, who plays a nice ball in, and Foden finds it, and it's going to go off of Lockyer, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be an own goal. And Man City, unfortunately, go 1-0. We did well to hold him off for a good first third of the game. But at this point, it was bound to happen at some point. Unfortunate that Lockyer gets attributed with the own goal. So here we are at halftime, down 1-0 to City. I'm not shocked, but I can't complain. We still have a chance here. Tell the lads that I'm at least satisfied with their performance. The talent disparity, the money disparity was always going to make it difficult for us to get anything out of this game. So I can't really complain about still being around, hanging around. That's all we can really do. We're getting dominated in the possession area as City get another highlight here in their favor. The corner is played out to Foden, who has a quick shot that goes just wide of the post. City are threatening still, though. So we made a couple changes here at the 60-minute mark, especially with fitness lacking a bit, as it's still early on in the season. Matthäus Nunez has the ball coming down the right side. Walker over to Rodrigo, and they find Holland, and of course Holland was going to get his at some point, but he might have been offsides. The team is appealing, and it's going to go to VAR, and the goal is disallowed. So Holland is not going to get his, at least not yet. And we hang around in this one. Let's see, was he offsides? It was close, but yeah, he definitely was. I mean, he's a big guy, so got lucky there. Here we are in added time now. In stoppage time, this highlight looks to be in favor of City again. Rodrigo has the ball, plays it to his right side to Walker. And Foden looking down the right side, trying to find space, cuts it inside. Played back to Rodrigo, who plays it back to Ruben Diaz. Plays it over to Akanji. Akanji back to Ruben Diaz. Plays it to the left side to Ake. And Toku plays the ball over the top, and Holland gets on the end of another one. But it looks like he might have been offsides again, similar to that last one. A lob through ball was played in, and it looks like the goal is going to be disallowed again. Holland is not going to get his. He likely won't ever in this game again. This one was even closer, but Holland was just offside, so we get lucky there. There is full time, a 1-0 loss to City. Holland was offsides a couple times. His goals didn't count. I can't really complain with a 1-0 loss. Even the match stats show we definitely didn't deserve anything from the game, but we at least played a competitive match with the title favorites in the Premier League. But we have to prepare now for our next game, which doesn't really get any easier, against Liverpool, who I believe are leading the league in real life right now. So, let's see what kind of changes we can make, if we can make any improvements. Hopefully, some transfer bids come in or something. But I'll catch up with you guys for that one. A quick scouting update here. There's a couple younger guys, in their mid-20s, early 20s, that I'm looking at here, who have some decent potential, including there's that 19-year-old winger who has excellent potential, 1.4 million. But we need defenders, so I need to send that scout out and find me some defenders. We are really lacking depth in defenders, as you saw in that one game where we had a half-star Anderson playing at right wing back. That can't happen, especially not in the Premier League. We'll get dominated down that side if that does occur. But again, none of this scouting matters if we don't get any extra funds, because we're not going to be able to bring in anyone that can significantly help out this team unless we find some gem of a wonder kid with our limited $2.5 million. So, I'll update you guys if anything comes about, but we also haven't had any transfer bids for any of the players that I transfer listed, and to make matters worse, the board rejected my request to increase the transfer budget, so that avenue didn't work either. But I'll keep trying to find ways to give us some more funds in any way I can. Apparently, right before our game against Liverpool, our team captain, Tom Lockyer, is lacking buy-in, and his influential teammates on the squad agree with him. But looks like after talking with him there, he has gained buy-in and is committing himself more to my philosophy for the team, and seems more motivated. So hopefully that translates to a better game against Liverpool for him. But we're going to need it, but we'll see. All right, so here we are against Liverpool. We are the massive underdogs in this game, and there's a quick highlight here in the 7th minute. Our keeper plays it out and gives it right away. Luis Diaz has a big chance in the box, off the post and out. So the game stays 1-0 for now, but it's not looking good for us. This same highlight's been going on for quite a while now. I'm going to switch to being more cautious because Liverpool are pressing us back just constantly now. McAllister plays that ball in. Shot it from Robertson gets deflected to Darwin Nunez right in front of the net. That is just unlucky. And we go down 1-0 early on here in the 11th minute. No one's offside, so that goal is going to count, unfortunately for us. And another highlight right away here in the 14th minute, and Liverpool are pushing down our right side. Ball gets played in. He's got space in the middle, too much space, but that's a great save, actually, from our keeper, Kaminsky. Let's see if we can clear the ball away here in the ensuing corner, I hope. Ball is cleared away. Adebayo clears away a little bit further, but Luis Diaz is going to be the first one to get to that ball. Plays it over to Robertson. That's going to end the highlight. Okay, that's good. All right, so we're at halftime. Nothing else happened. No other highlights at all. We're still down 1-0 to Liverpool, so we're still in it, which is all I can ask for after that dreadful start to the game where we were just getting pushed back. We're lucky to only be down 1-0 right now. I'm going to make some changes here. I mean, the Gegan press doesn't seem to be working well, but we are playing a really, really good side in Liverpool, so I can't expect much. I mean, we could be parking the bus and probably still down 1-0. I mean, there's just no way we're not going to concede, honestly. We could be in the most defensive shape ever, and it probably wouldn't matter. As Liverpool have a chance off a corner here, and that goes just over the bar. Goal kick for Luton. All right, Liverpool have had a few highlights here and there, but they haven't been able to do much. Kaminsky gathers that ball in. We're still hanging around here, still down 1-0. This highlight is a long one. I'm assuming there's going to be a goal here. And Lockyer's okay, gets to Barkley. Maybe we can press something down that side, or not. Plays it back to Lockyer. Just find your teammate. Okay, all right, we're moving. Okay, just maintain possession, and there it goes. Liverpool pushing, and that is it. Zabazlai is going to score on that shot of all shots, and we go down 2-0. Liverpool have been dominating the game. I'm not expecting anything. And we're getting tired. Yeah, we are probably cooked in this one. And there is full time. 2-0 is going to be the loss. We're lucky we didn't get absolutely blown out like 4 or 5-0. We were thrashed according to the match stats. But I'll take only a 2-0 loss. It limits our goal differential down to just -3. But not a great start to the season, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting to get any points out of either of those two games, so it's not like it was unexpected. At least we didn't get absolutely blown out in either of them. But I think I'm going to end the episode off there because we have some more favorable fixtures coming up, such as like Brentford, Brighton, Tottenham in the Carabao Cup. That's going to be interesting. I don't think we'll get very far, but I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
No magic, like I can't manifest my life, it's all love. If you said it, then it's done. Hey, they like.